Hunt Amusement Park, Masquerade and Forest Fen are closed, but there are plenty more rides than just those. There's Beacon Star and Treasure Man, Vegas Die and Oak Island. Give them a try and you'll be smiling. This place never closes, that's for certain. There's always a reason to keep searching. Boots on the ground, look, look, look. Your ticket to the ride is the book. The dream of the treasure is the hook. The dream of the treasure is the hook. Keep searching forever, start searching now. Grand adventures with K-Pro and Cow. The secret, a gypsy's kiss, the whistle pig. Come watch our show, win a prize, little or big. This place never closes, that's for certain. There's always a reason to keep searching. Boots on the ground, look, look, look. Your ticket to the ride is the book. The dream of the treasure is the hook. The dream of the treasure is the hook.
Hi, friends. How are you? How are you, K-Pro?
Hello, Mike.
It's been a while. We haven't done an actual proper Beacon Star Thursday in quite a while, have we? Other things have been going on.
I am upset.
About that?
Yes.
Yeah, you're real shook up. But before we get to the Beacon Star, there is some, not breaking news, but some other news I want to talk about. The first one is we got to say congratulations to Randy and the Valentine Goose YouTube channel because it hit 300 subscribers, which might not be one of his milestones. I'd say 500 subscribers could be a milestone. So anyway, hey.
No. We should say every single one of these are his milestones. And we're so appreciative of the next clue coming out just by the end of this weekend. Thank you, Randy.
At the end of this weekend. I don't even know if Randy realized it, but yeah, Beacon Star, Valentine Goose, I should say, which is mostly about the Beacon Star, but it's his YouTube channel to do whatever he wants to do. And right there in the chat, guys, is the channel. Go subscribe. I don't know why. How can you not be involved in the Beacon Star and not be subscribed to the Valentine Goose channel? So he hit 300. Congratulations. Let's see if we can get it to 500. A lot quicker than it took to get to 300. That's how it happens. It kind of snowballs. So the more subscribers you get, the more it gets shared, I think, and the more you do get. But if you're not subscribed, go subscribe.
Yeah, and he does some fun, like in case you happen to work swing shift or in case you happen to have your phone near you in the middle of the night where he works swing. He's really fun because he will put the funniest messages up. He sings about us. He gives his thoughts on drama. He gives his thoughts on and usually it's not the Beacon Star, but he's a pretty fun guy. He's a pretty fun guy, and we're gonna find this and we're gonna get it, and we're never talking to you again after all this work we've done. No, I'm kidding. After all this enjoyment, after all this awesome. And he's sane. Yes, forget he's sane. Which I used to think more of us were.
I thought you were going to say you used to think Randy was insane, but no, that wasn't it.
No, I think I've known you guys know I'm not a good judge of character. So just because I say you're sane, Randy, does not mean you are. I thought some other people were, and they're not.
Okay, so before we get into the Beacon Star, I also have to share some Treasure Hunt Amusement Park news, and that is the newest clue for Xavier Martin on their Instagram page.
When did this drop?
Today, actually, just today.
Oh,
there's two posts, though. They are going to be at the University of Southern California Festival of Books, April 23rd, 24th. Do you know where that is, K-Pro? The University of Southern California? USC? Yeah, I figured you did. So if anybody's in California, go check it out. I'm assuming Hillary's going to be there, but I don't know that. And Sean, I don't know that for sure, though. But they'll be there at the book festival. Now, this they posted, but I have no idea. Who does it look like would post something like this? I don't know if you know who, in the book, it was Pranksy, but the real person, the real graffiti artist is actually called Banksy. And we have no comment on this, right? So I don't know. Is it a clue? It's a blue heart. Is that a gun? I don't know. It's a weird looking.
Okay. I don't have Instagram. I said I was going to get it. I don't have it yet. Can you at least forward it to me?
Yeah.
Is it on Facebook yet? Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
they did put it in the Xavier Marks. They did put it. I think they put a
Okay.
link to it. Maybe they put a link to it. And then the last one is Will Wheaton. We know Will from Star Trek, Stand By Me, good movie, among other things. They just get the stars. I mean, Hillary and Sean, they got the blockbuster stars posting
Nice.
about their book. Now, I don't know if there's a clue in here or not. If there is, like there was with the other celebrities, it's not obvious. But darn it,
Okay.
he has a little video.
Hey nerds, I am Will Wheaton.
Hey nerds is how he starts it. And then he's got his own book. But yeah, that's something to look into as far as for Xavier
Oh,
Marks.
I see who he is on Stand By Me. I know.
Yeah,
He's like he's the one that had the leech in his underwear.
That's right. He did have leeches.
He did. He was the skinny guy. Now he has a beard.
He's been
Wow.
in some other movies.
Damn,
And then
I feel old. I
the
feel
last
old.
thing for the Treasure Hunt Amusement Park is I ordered a new puzzle book. There's a new book that comes out next week. And supposedly, rumor on the street that goes through the Treasure Hunt Amusement Park is that it has a treasure hunt in it, a puzzle that whoever solves it first gets $10,000. So I got it on Kindle. Once I have it, I'll do a review once I read it, and I'll tell you guys what it is, and you guys can decide if you want to get it. Banksy, Laurel gets it. Laurel gets 5 points. Banksy, that's right. So who
Points
knows?
have no cash value, but they're points. You have more than everyone else.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, that puzzle book, we'll see what that's all about. Again, I'm kind of skeptical of these things when it's like something I've never really heard of, but just come across it. So we'll see.
And I say thumbs up, like the several in the chat room are saying, thumbs up.
That's right. Thumbs up. Don't get your finger cut off like Johnny Depp did. Anybody watching the court case live on YouTube? I have it on all day while I'm working. It's interesting. He's on the trial. So anyway, yeah, thumbs up, like the video. And yeah, if you need a beacon star, if you're like, what is this treasure hunter? You just never ordered one. It's right down below in the description. There's a link to Amazon. The big $7, guys. You can't even go to Taco Bell for $7 nowadays.
You get a Taco Bell.
Yeah,
Get a
but you
Taco
can get a
Bell.
beacon star.
You can exercise your brain. You can exercise your brain.
Double winner, Laurel says.
Boom.
So we haven't cracked the Creakin' Star. We haven't cracked the Beacon Star book in like a month to 6 weeks. I mean, we have been busy with other stuff. So I didn't do any prep work for tonight's show, everybody. I thought we would just get back into it.
There's no PowerPoint?
I want K-Pro to do a Beacon Star PowerPoint, but I haven't talked
Okay, can we talk about that? What
What?
could I possibly do? Okay, so let me show you.
Mhm.
This one, you gave me the answer, so I get it.
Okay, so go to one of the poems, the opposite
Hold on.
side.
No, I get my whole sentence out.
Go ahead.
I know that there's some stuff in here, and that's what we're going to probably talk about because the whole bricks thing. What the heck is that?
Well, hang on.
Hold on.
Okay, cool. I'll let you finish it.
Okay, this one. I know you said there's some answers too. Wait, I'm trying to get to the big. This one. Okay, don't even spend time on. That's the fake one. Didn't know that until later. No one can figure what this is. It's a something or other. And then wait, this is the one. This is the one. It makes my head hurt. So if I were to make a PowerPoint, and I know I just wanted to get through that. There's so many different ways this can go. If you were to create a PowerPoint, and I'm willing to put in some time on this because I did it before and I got frustrated and I threw it on the ground and I thought bad thoughts of Randy. Now I love the story. It's a cool story. You need to help me with an organizational way of, I don't care if it's a huge thing we solve. Give me something that I can put in a PowerPoint because my life does not happen until PowerPoint.
In the Beacon Star, JK Pioneer? Is that what you're training him on? Yeah, go to the page with the triangles on it. No, we want her to actually participate, Mike. Don't go to the page with the triangles on it. Although, can I get some soundboard for Banksy? Ooh, what do I have?
Oh, great. Thanks, Carter.
Let's see.
We'll get used to it because that's my main move.
Yeah, Banksy, huh? It's like this
Okay,
elusive
thank God.
graffiti guy, right?
But okay, well, let's start with he just put out some huge clue and it actually made sense to me, but kind of didn't.
Ooh, Banksy or Beacon Star?
Beacon Star.
Oh, okay. We're talking about big. Okay.
I'm on one ride. I can't get on another
one
one.
tonight.
Okay. We'll talk.
But here is what you should do a PowerPoint on.
Holy! You're being good and holy is not.
Holy. Holly.
Holy. I say holy. Holy holly.
Yeah, what I want to do, so if you open the book, K-Pro, and you go to one of the poem pages, you see those numbers in the bricks?
Yes.
That's what you could do a PowerPoint on. You are the organizational person of our relationship. Just like you organized all the comic books, if you put that in a spreadsheet, so each page has which numbers? I haven't done the work to do this.
Why you don't have a spreadsheet on this?
I have one.
You've been working on this 14 years and you don't have a spreadsheet on this?
I have one that somebody has sent me, but I think if you did it, you might see a pattern. You might see something that we don't.
Okay, now I'm going to barf on your shoe. So you do have one of this, but you want me to recreate it because that's fun?
No. I don't want you to recreate the page. I want you to say for a poem, whatever, these are the 6 numbers. Okay. And then let's look at the 6 numbers objectively. Take them out of the book and just look at the 6. It just occurred to me just now, actually, to tell you the truth.
But wait, don't you think it matters where it is on the, like if it's on a top or if it's on a side?
On the left, it does on the right hand and left hand side, because that's a puzzle we solved. If you look, and actually if you look on the bottom and top, there is a pattern. It alternates every other page. They're in the same location, but it alternates back and forth. But it's just something if you wanted to work on. It doesn't even that way we could all discuss it. We could all look at it in your PowerPoint as we discuss it. So the brick numbers are important. The brick numbers. Okay.
Right, but I only want to do this once. So just the numbers and not the positions?
You could do the positions too. I think the numbers are more important than the positions, but we don't know. That's one of the things we don't know is the top and bottom positions. Well, because they alternate, it means something. We just don't know what. So, because Randy made it so damn hard.
Now, can we see how the first one got cracked so then we can see? Is that a thing that we can do?
So on the left and right.
And what are these little carrots? Why do we have carrots?
Oh, we know that as well. So on the left and right, if you look at the 2 columns, they are 13 bricks each, 13 bricks long. Well, he took the alphabet and he divided it, A through N, M through Z, which is 13. And the caret tells you which way you order the alphabet or which half of the alphabet you use. That one's kind of easy. I mean, it's easy now that we know about it, but
now that you know, it's kind of like 9 Mile Hole. Exactly. Now that you know. Okay.
Right.
But you've solved all of those?
Jeez, I've never seen anyone so whipped so fast.
No, we solved what that message is by the placement of the numbers in the bricks. We have not solved the numbers themselves. Nobody has that I'm aware of. But then again, Randy did make a video called What is a Word? So I wonder if somebody did solve it. They were just counting wrong, and that's why he made the video. We don't know why he made the video. And do you remember? It's this one here. I'm not going to play it, but it's this one here. Do you remember this video?
It's like he's in 1989 versus 1998, Randy in the U.S. of A, something like that. Yes, that one. I watched that whole video.
He's teaching us how to count. So obviously we have to count something, right? That's why he's teaching it. And he even makes the comment, I believe this only occurs once. And he's talking about the year with the dash. So this must be with the locations, the 10 locations where we get the text. We're just not sure how to use the brick numbers to count. Like, how do you count it?
Okay. But where is the dash? Is that inside one of the poems that are on the
poem? Leads you to a location in a park in Denver. And at that location, you have to get a text. We call it the source text.
Oh.
Okay. So that leads you to a location you have to find. Then you have to go boots on the ground. And in the poem itself, he kind of tells us what we're supposed to read or what part of it we're supposed to use for some of them. Some other ones are a little bit harder. And then we believe we have to use the poem numbers on the bricks. But what if we didn't, everybody? Friends?
But wait, what?
Hi, Hillary.
Okay, I feel really dumb right now. Can I be dumb?
No, go ahead. This helps everybody. I
think.
So,
yeah, because the people that are starting to think about, I think the hardest part about coming into a treasure hunt well into it is you don't want to do something and try to solve something somebody already has and like ask an obvious question. I'm going to ask the obvious question. I'll be dumb. So if though you think these brick numbers, the ones that go on the 13 row, you think those are somewhere on a plaque in Denver?
No, that poem, if you read it, leads you to a park and it leads you to a plaque. And that plaque, we have to count. Somehow we have to extract letters or words from that plaque. And there are 10 of them. So the poem leads you to the plaque or to the text, which is engraved or in stone somewhere or on a sign somewhere. Now the question is, what do we get out of that? What do we do with that text? And that's what I want to talk about tonight.
Okay.
But the first thing is, why did Randy use these words? Does this make sense to anybody? Like, I understand he was trying to give an example of how to count from the text, but Randy Arpishall's main brain from the USA, so smart they'll feel like it's 1998, 99. Like what? Is that a clue? Did he pick those words for a particular reason? I mean, what does that sentence
I
mean?
find after his one with the Morse code, touching his lip and touching his ear,
Yeah.
everything. He's wearing red. That is a code of some sort. Everything
Main
is, I
brain.
think. Main brain.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like a nonsensical sentence. Randy Artificial's main brain from the USA. Like what? So that's wonder if there is a double clue or a double hint, double message that we have not figured out.
He's giggling right now at you.
Very weird sentence. So smart, they'll feel like it's 1988, 99. I mean, what does that mean? So, all right, that's
Does
one.
anybody know in chat? Where's Brian Poppelman when you need him?
Question. Yeah, right.
Where is Sassy?
The other thing is, let me get back to it.
I wish you weren't a liar.
Yeah, Randy.
Randy, if
but he
that's your
tells us
real
how to
name.
count. So the other point I wanted to make is, does that mean the beacon star was not solvable until he made this video? Because if we didn't know how to count the words, how are you going to solve it? I guess there's trial and error. I guess
Well,
if
no.
the method was to count, you could just do it until you got the right message. But he didn't tell us how to count it till now.
But you know what I think? This is what
Mm.
I think. You know, when we have done puzzles and we're like, we're going to put this part in, it's going to be so hard. And then we put another part in, we're like, this part's going to be so easy. And so then after like, this has been out 126 years, right? After like 10 years, he's like, why is every single person counting wrong? I thought this would be so easy. So to him, I think he thinks this is obvious. And
That's
since it's not, and he watches you and goes, geez, and everyone's agreeing with Cowlazars, let me teach him,
It's
like
wrong.
my 4-year-old, how to count. That's what I think.
Where are you going? All right. So I just broke one of the chess pieces. That's going in the garage sale. So the other thing is he tells us how to count, right? So that's important. Now we know how to count, which before we didn't know how to count. So that's important. The other thing is he made a video and he gave us a message in this video, and it was said, boots on the ground first. So we take it to mean you go to those 10 locations, those 10 poems in the book. You get your source text, right? Okay. Then page 49, and page 49 says, herein lies the key, and it shows the Fibonacci spiral, Fibonacci numbers, golden ratio. It says to apply to bricks. Boots on the ground first, then page 49 to apply the bricks. But so guess what? Right. Maybe we don't use the numbers that are in the bricks to apply to bricks. Maybe we don't use, let me rephrase that.
Wait, can you explain what the Fibonacci code is? I know we've done this one night on a wild and crazy date night, but
yeah.
We looked it up and even talked about it, but I don't remember.
In mathematics, the Fibonacci numbers, commonly denoted as F, N, form a sequence in which each number is the sum of the two preceding numbers. So 0, 1, you add them together, you get 1. 1 plus 1, you add them together, you get 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13, and so on and so on. And the reason they're important is, I guess, in nature, it's commonly, these numbers are commonly found in nature somehow, some way. Fibonacci numbers are strongly related to the golden ratio. And the golden ratio is a long mathematical formula I guess we're not getting into. But what's important is he says on page 49,
this is
the key. This is what unlocks it, everybody. This is the key. So he gives us a picture of the Fibonacci spiral.
But that key has a thing that has a bunch of things on another page.
Yeah, that's right. That's the other thing. So does that mean you have to solve this first, the other page? Sure seems like it, doesn't it?
Okay, wait. So 0 plus 1 is obviously 1. 1 plus 2 is obviously 3.
Well, yeah, here, I'll show you a diagram.
Yeah, come on. I gotta catch up here. I need a crutch.
Yeah, there you go. So there it is. He did the spiral. So 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 plus 2 is 3, and then 5, and then 8, and 13, and 21. And that's what he depicted on his page, right?
Ah, okay. I'm with you. I'm picking up what you're throwing down. Now I understand.
On the ground first, then page 49 to apply to bricks. And that's the question, is how do we apply page 49 to the bricks? And then are those no? And in other words, are we changing?
Well, isn't that not your square, but the beacon star square, the exact same inches, exact same shape as those bricks?
When you say shapes, what do you mean? This, you mean
So
this?
this is a rectangle, and this is a rectangle. Not that we would ever pull a book out, but couldn't we overlay the spiral?
You could. I don't know, not sure what we would do, but you could. You definitely could. You could resize it to overlay it. You mean on the brick page itself? You could.
I don't know. I don't know.
First, boots on the ground first. Then page 49, which says, herein lies the key to apply. And see, that's the problem with his stupid hint clue. Well, it wasn't a stupid hint clue. We appreciate the hint and clue
No,
videos.
he said stupid.
Boots on the ground first, then apply for, then page 49 to apply to bricks is what we think it says. We weren't sure if there was a number or a word after page 49.
But
Then
how can
to apply to bricks?
how can the Fibonacci apply to the bricks?
That's the question. But my point is that we were trying to just use the numbers from the bricks on the source code. Obviously, that's not correct because we didn't get anything, one. And he's telling us, boots on the ground first, you have to do something on page 49 to apply to the bricks before you apply it to the source code. So I think those numbers in the bricks change. And those are not the numbers that we use on the plaques. To me, that's what he's saying. Now, what do we do with page 49? I don't think anybody's figured out yet. Is if they do figure it out, they should email me so we can all know. Now, here's the other thing. It says herein lies the key, right? Okay, bro? Right there. Herein lies the key.
Yeah.
Now, here's the other thing. Well, yeah, I already said that. If you look at the poem pages, the Fibonacci numbers are at the top of the poem. They're not in order, but if you go through, there's 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 5 and 8. So the Fibonacci numbers are on each of the, see, here's a 1. There's another 1 because there's 2 1s in the Fibonacci sequence of numbers. Here's a 5. So there's 10 poems, and they go through the first 10 numbers. 7, 8. And it goes up to, what is it? Let's see. That I have written down is 34. And maybe he's just telling us the order. So maybe herein lies the key just means the order that we're supposed to use, maybe? No? You're not seeing it?
I am completely lost. So I'm not understanding. You're like 1, it's right there. Yeah, I don't understand. But
Carter says he gave up on puzzles after Fandango. I'm no code breaker, Charlie. Well, that's a lot of fibbing. I like it, JK Pioneer. I'm going to go get a GPS and power grid search Denver. Seems like that's what we got to do. So there's something going on page 49, and that seems to be the next logical place to solve. But the other thing is he says go boots on the ground first, and that means we have to identify what the 10 locations are, right? And we don't even have a consensus on those. There's one that everybody does not realize or think they have the right one. Somebody has the right one. We just don't know who it is, I think. Fun, right, K-Pro? This is the one you want to work on?
this is awesome. Yay. Okay, let's just go to the first one.
Same way. It's just not obvious what we have to do.
So
There's
300
circles in the beacon star. They're hidden in Xavier.
316 is not a Fibonacci number.
Let's see, what are all the Fibonacci numbers?
232 is not a Fibonacci. See, I just looked it up. I'm a cheater.
All right.
But we all know that.
Oh, it works.
So
And that's what I meant. If you could list all the numbers out in a PowerPoint, just meaning this page has these 8 numbers. This page has these 8 numbers.
hey, Randy, I don't want to waste my time. Is that important to do? Just kidding. None of these are Oh, no. None of these are Fibonacci.
Numbers in the bricks.
Oh, there's an 89. There's one number that's a Fibonacci number.
Herein lies the key.
I can do that for you.
233, 377.
Hey, I sort your comic book, so why not?
Right? And the first 10 Fibonacci numbers go up to 34, and the 10 poems in the book are numbered 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, and 34. So maybe what he means is the key is
say that again in like English. What was that?
the 10 poems in the book have the first 10 Fibonacci's at the top of the poem. There's a 1, 1, and then a 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, and 34.
Oh, they're not in order.
They're not in order, but the Fibonacci numbers put them in order. That's the point.
Okay.
So what some people have surmised, this is not myself, but it makes sense, is maybe you take the text from all 10 locations and you string it all together in one long string.
I'm chopping this book up.
And then the Fibonacci numbers tell you what order you use the numbers on. but it just seems like, is he going to make us count 333 characters in on this long string? Maybe.
Him?
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
says that's my take on it. Right. So has anybody tried it post Randy's How to Read video?
Has anybody chopped the book up and put the one where the one goes on the Fibonacci, and then done it and to see what the pattern looks like?
Yeah. Hooli brings up a good point. Says, do they refer to page numbers? I don't know. I don't think we've ever treated that. Well, page 55 is the big block of code. So probably not.
Oh, that would be clever. I see what she's saying. Okay. I'm now with you. I now understand.
Enough words. So are you saying, Treasure Hunt Cash, that if we take the highest number that are on the bricks, we don't have enough code to go out that far? What is the high? See, if you would only have this in a PowerPoint.
No, it goes on forever.
What do you mean forever? No, not the Fibonacci, the numbers in the bricks. We're talking about the numbers in the bricks. Where do I have that at? Let me look.
Do you have a scan of all these?
Yes, I do.
I would like that sent to me.
Getting interested, aren't you? I even had Capro watching Hamilton over the weekend, everybody, and paying attention to what it was saying. She got hooked. We haven't finished it yet, but we will. So what's the highest? All right, kids, what's the highest brick number? I see 316. I see
378.
6 twice. Look, on page 44, 466 is there twice. What is going on? Is 466 the highest number?
Why is there different fonts?
Going once, going twice.
Hold on, I'm looking.
436.
Stop pressuring me.
466.
Let's see. I'm going from the back.
466 looks like the highest number to me.
454.
So that's your homework by next Thursday.
There's not two 466s.
Well, maybe this is wrong. Page 44.
Yeah, there's a 446 and then there's a 466.
And that's why I want you to do it, because what I have in my notes is incorrect. Sad horn. That's why I haven't been able to figure this out.
You know what? That's going to break it loose. And
oh no, it's right. I read it wrong. That says 446 and 466. So the highest number in our brick numbers is 466. Everybody agree with that? I have 451 from Plax. 451 characters. Gotcha. So the next question, well, that would be words, correct? Is that words, Treasure Hunt Cash? Well, he says how to count. We have to count words. So that's true. Randy told us we have to count words. And there's only 451 words. Interesting. But we have a number.
Why is that interesting? Why does that mean anything?
Well, how would you count it? So, okay, let me ask you.
I don't even know what we're counting. What are you talking about?
All right. Let me show you. That's a good point. Let me show you. Hang on. Let me find it.
I'm okay being totally lost, but I'd like to kind of catch up. I'm like the little kid. You guys are all on the bus and I'm running after the ice cream truck and it's gaining away from me.
Okay, here's how it works, Caper. I'll give you an example. And everybody correct me if this is wrong, but this is what I think. I think this is right. And you'll see what Randy, the supposed Beacon Star genius, did. This is the page that I ripped out of the book. Should odd acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind, look this acquaintance in the eye. On the second step, you'll find. Now, if you figure out what poem, who this refers to, there is a park named after that person in Denver. Right. And you go to the park, look this acquaintance in the eye. On the second step, you'll find. Robert Burns has a statue, and on the second step,
I remember this.
You find this. So this is our source text. This is the text. Okay. A poet pleasant born, who more of fame's immortal power unto his country brings than all her kings.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 words, right?
Okay.
18 words. On the second step, you'll find 18 words. Okay. But if you look at the poem, look at all these numbers. We have a 311, 137, a 266. So how do we count those? What are we counting with? Right?
Okay. Thank you for explaining that. So I need to undo something.
Okay.
You put in my mind the ones that are vertical are somehow associated with the alphabet. So I didn't think we were even looking at those anymore.
We don't know. That's the problem. So that was it. See, Randy likes to combine codes on a page. So I think we use
Randy
numbers in a certain way, but also the position of the brick numbers was a code that has been figured out. But yes, we use those numbers. So there are 8 numbers on this page, and this page takes us to this. So what do we do?
So you go first, you go boots on the ground, then you go to page 49. So we're supposed to take that and go to page 49.
Which shows the Fibonacci number spiral.
And then we apply the bricks.
Well,
okay, what page were you on? What page were you on there? Which
that is page 12.
Okay, let's go through that one
First
as an
one, page
exercise.
12. Page 12.
Okay, so that goes to that poem. So could it be letters? Is that what you guys were saying?
It could be letters. So I was just thinking of that. But are there 311 letters? So now somebody has to count this.
Okay, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 27, 28, 29, 30. First line, there's 30. Mike, you start counting the last line.
Okay.
21 for the second line.
What?
Oh, I don't have your thing. Sorry, I was right.
You lost me. We're counting this. We're counting.
Okay, I don't have that. So how can I help you count?
What were you counting? The poem?
I was counting the brick. Shut up. I was counting the poem with the brick.
You know what? What if it is the poem we're supposed to be using and not these?
No, I think it's that one. Okay, I'll
So,
start
I was
at the
wondering
top.
what
You
you
just okay. Let's go.
So 16 on the first line. You write these down, Capro. 16 on the first line. 27 on the second line.
Does punctuation matter?
20 on the third line.
And 15 on the last line.
15 on the last line. You add those up, what do you get?
You get 13, 18, carry the 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 78. Is that a Fibonacci number?
Is that a Fibonacci number? It is not.
Okay.
But you get 78, but the brick numbers are way more than that. And that's the problem.
We got nothing. We got nothing. Okay.
So the lowest number is 114 on that particular page. And we have how many letters?
We have 78 letters.
78 letters on the first one. And Treasure Hunt Cash said he has 451 letters total from all 10 plaques put together is 451 letters. But we have numbers in the bricks
Isn't
that are
that
higher.
a movie? Isn't that a really famous movie?
What? What is?
451.
Fahrenheit 451.
That's a movie, isn't it?
Yeah, Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's Ray Bradbury, right? Fahrenheit 451. Yeah. See, K-Pro's got the references. Ever since I made her watch Hamilton, she's just turning into a nerd like me. Okay. So but again, what did Randy tell us in the other clue video? What did he tell us in the other clue video? Hang on.
He told us first boots on the ground, then page 49 to apply to bricks. And then he said, learn how to count. So wait, who told us about the words? Treasure Hunt Cash. Did you read Randy's thing? Did you miscount?
Boots on the ground first.
So maybe you need to have all the words from all 10 plaques first, and then you get the number. That would be evil.
Whooping her at 4. What does that mean? Holy, are you drunk? All right.
I'm with Holy. I only have a water.
451 with Randy's rules, Treasure Hunt Cash says. So,
okay.
Boots on the ground first. And
that
I'm assuming
can't be a coincidence that it's Fahrenheit 451.
Oh, it's a book code. We go to Fahrenheit 451. Boots on the ground first, and I'm assuming he means to all 10 locations.
Okay.
Then page 49 to apply to bricks. So the page 49 has to be applied to the brick numbers. How would we apply page 49, the Fibonacci numbers?
What letter it is, right? Or could it? What if it was like, okay, so the first letter is 316. It's the third plaque, first line, sixth word or something.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Sassy's saying she had 505 total for her 10 plaques.
Where'd she see that at? Oh, there it is. I had 505. Well, that's just it. And that's the problem is I think there's one or two locations that people don't agree on what the plaque should be.
So you can't do this. You have to get all 10 plaques before you can even.
we're guessing. That's the thought. Yes.
Jesus
Boots on the ground
Christ,
first,
Randy.
then page 49 to apply to bricks.
I
How
just,
do we apply?
I just like to say right now how much fun this is, honey.
It'll be great if we crack it, though, won't we? Won't it?
Mm-hmm. And guess what? I won't even want to know what the answer is. He doesn't have the problem of Forrest and Jack. Just kidding. This is awesome. I don't know.
Okay. And I know we've talked about this before, guys, but it seems to me that we should superimpose this on that circle right there, right? On the circle. You take the whole thing and put it over the circle.
Take the whole what thing?
The Fibonacci spiral, this page, the spiral.
But he said you don't have to rip stuff out. So I don't think you're right there because you'd have to rip it out of the book, right?
See, we have 8 of these right here. And look, some are shaded in. So each of these could give us 2 numbers or 2 words because there's a light shade and a dark shade in each one. If we put that spiral over it, each of these shaded lines would be in a quadrant of the spiral, but I don't know what to do with it from there.
That's a good idea. Maybe.
And I think we've gone over this in the past. I just don't think.
Yeah, we went over this. Yeah, it seems pretty.
You remember, do you? You remember going over that, Dan?
Yeah, Fibonacci. It was 13, 27, and 8. Carry the 4. But then we had the remainder too, and it just fell apart. Yeah. If you think I'm gonna like fill spaces of dead space up, I got nothing.
Boots on the ground first. Well, that's probably the first step. We should probably go through and revisit the 10 locations to make sure we have them right. That we're like, that is like for the first one for page 12, that's pretty apparent that is right? That is what
right. But for those of us that are just starting this back up, and I can recite pages of TTOTC. When you say, oh, page 12, we're good. No idea what you're talking about.
That's why we need your PowerPoint. Then you can just show it from your PowerPoint.
Okay, so you're going to give me all 10 brick pages, and you're going to give me all 10 solutions, correct? All 10 pictures like
that. The PowerPoint?
Yeah.
A lot quicker than me trying to find the file.
We should have done that before we got here.
Well, this will be for next week or the week after when we revisit the beacon.
We can do that.
A poet, peasant.
I put the spiral over the Denver map. Ooh, that's cool.
And we've done that. Yeah. Do you have the correct plaque for poem? Let me look at my notes for page 68 yet.
And you're just giving crap away. You're just like, I'm done with this. This is game on. Take Randy down. He's sharing everything. I don't know if he is. I'm just saying.
Page 68. I think we do treasure hunt cache, and that is, let's take a look. And when I say we, thank you to all the people who've been to the locations, because I have not, that sent this stuff in. Page 68 is once horses and oxen traveled this trail, now covered with tarmac and fences and rail. It's old and forgotten and covered with dust, surrounded by commerce and buildings and rust. Between Death and Denver, this monument stands, but just read it between the 2 narrow bands. And
has to be an old airport, right?
Survey says an old airport.
Tarmac.
Survey says the Platte River Trail plaque. Read between these 2 bands. There's 2 bands right here.
Oh, I see.
And then it's a route of Colorado Pioneer Trail of blah blah blah. You'd have to read it. But there are
his answer. Would you like me to read you his answer? Bingo.
Yeah,
bingo.
So your last clue is the parking lot of the Denver Museum of Natural Science again. The last homepage. Is that what you mean by last clue?
That would be funny. The again is because that's where we're with TTOT. Oh, what if Randy is the? What if you solve this? You get the emerald ring from the forest.
Why are you laughing? Now you're getting into.
Wait a minute. Okay, let's go to the last one. Do you have one for page 74?
Page 74 has nothing to do with this. Yeah, no. Oh, maybe this is the one that we can't figure on. Let's see. Page 74, a famous place that needs no clue. Just go there like you always do. On the ground in front of 3, take your pen and bend a knee. Then take a walk, enjoy the best, where many men were laid to rest. And then for that one, we have Cheeseman, right? Cheeseman Park. What do you guys think? Is this it? Cheeseman Park fountain restoration? And is it this entire thing? Do we use these people's names? I mean, is all this part of it? I don't know. Cheeseman Park. Cheeseman Park, I thought there was like graves that were in there, and that's why it's
What about the telephone poem?
that's the one nobody's sure. That's the one where
Oh, let's do that one.
take your pen and bend a knee. Oh, let's look at that one. Okay.
Yeah. Because
spent
a fresh
hours.
pair of eyes. You know what? I'm going to give myself props. Everybody says they're an expert on the auction site. And they're like, oh, the one item from the chest, the one item from the chest is left, one item from the chest. It doesn't say that. It says there was one item or there was something worth your while left at the spot. It very well may be from the chest, but it doesn't say that. It does not say that. So we need a fresh pair of eyes. Give me the page. We're just
Sassy says no, it's a different plaque. We'll send it on in, Sassy, if that's all right. All right, this is the telephone one. I don't even have a location for this one.
What page?
We could never agree.
What page?
Page 36.
Page 36.
Okay. It looks better like that. Page 36.
Oh, I remember this one.
Cross Sims and Kipling, Carr and Allison, which are streets in Denver. Wadsworth
Yes.
and Sheridan, which I think he misspelled one in there.
Yep.
On purpose. Near Beer and Water, Cars and Bend, a pretty place is where you'll end. The place where this one calls home, but back up and telephone. Yeah, this is the one that people are just getting confused on.
And I was going to go to that, what was it, a Mexican restaurant that has a phone booth inside. Do you remember that?
No. When you were there?
Yes.
Oh.
Like 2 years ago.
All right. Well, that's what this future show is going to be, everybody. We need to come up with a consensus on what these 10 areas are, because probably if we don't have the correct locations, you can't do the numbers. It's not going to work right, especially if you do string them all together. And if the Fibonacci numbers are the order you string them together, right? We give it a shot.
Give it a shot. She's down with OPP.
But treasure hunt cash, does that mean you know what it is or not?
He sounds like he's roostering. Sharing is caring.
You can buy
126 years is enough. Let's put this baby to rest.
Well, the telephone, we thought it was the submarine, right? There's a plaque in that park that has the telephone from the submarine, but then it becomes, is it right? Is it not right?
Is it next? No, but those are streets. Those are like cross streets that make a square. So
No, you travel. They run perpendicular to each other. You travel, and then at the end, there's a park. But it says near Beer and Water, Cars and Bend. And I think a lot of people are like, Cars and Bend. All right, treasure hunt cash. I'm going to do it. Big hint.
Oh my gosh. This is scary.
I'll give you a big hint. He says he knows without a doubt.
It's probably a bar that Randy hangs out at.
Then back up to a telephone booth.
Yeah,
the submarine plaque is what we thought, Sassy. But you had a previous stream on this poem, and you mentioned 3 places it could be at. Were one of those the correct ones? I had the amusement park, which I think was across the street from it. And it's one of those 3? Is that what you're trying to tell me? If Treasure Hunt Cash is your real name?
He's trying to answer. He's typing. Don't rush him. This is what you do. You're so laid back, and then
it's what I do.
It's one of those places. So everyone, let's go back to all the streams. Let's watch them all tonight.
Well, I'm going to check it out for sure.
Oh, I am too. I'm really excited.
I mean, come on.
Do you want some Forrest Fenn breaking news? Oh, at the very end, I'm going to do Forrest Fenn breaking news.
We're at about an hour. Let's stop it there because, yeah, you're right. Until we get the right locations, we're not going to be able to figure out what the numbers mean. So
you can find it via Street View.
Hooley says, I'll get right on that. Well, maybe we need to
Zoom
this, apparently, but not tonight. We're busy tonight, but we will do a Zoom on it next week. It's at one of those. You can find it via Street View. The telephone, I'm assuming you mean you can find the telephone. So I'm assuming you're also saying it's not the submarine plaque, the telephone. So, all right. And maybe that's why your number's off from his, Sassy. Maybe his plaque.
It's under the bench, the one that actually at the picnic tip.
Well, we can go back and look at it, Sassy. The video's there, so we'll go back and look at it.
3D bronze. Shame on you.
Can you please say the poem again? Yeah, I can do that. Let me get to it.
Fenn news. Boing, poop, pop. Numbers go up. You just
silent lurkers out there.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. Hi, Luby.
Go ahead. What's the Fenn news? I'll look for the poem again.
I don't want you saying anything more until I figure this
I
out.
won't say anything. Go ahead.
There is a new person called out in the Forrest Fenn official New Mexico court document, court database.
You're just going to tell everybody, huh?
They're talking about on Thor. So, I mean, it's like the kitty cat's out of the bag.
I'd have to see, Sassy. I don't know offhand. I'd have to go through and see. I'll find it. I'll email it to you. When I find it, I'll email it to you. The plaque has 100% confirmers when you find it. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Ooh. Oh, and you know what? That's the best thing. 100% confirmers, because then it rules out anything else. And that's one thing I'm really liking about Randy's and totally sucks about Forest Fens. I think even if you think 9 Mile Hole, GPS was good, Try the Wheel was good. There were benches that said Blaze and Brown on them, or Wise and whatever. Yeah.
Question: what was Alex Bell's first words? Alexander Bell's first words on the telephone was Mary Had a Little Lamb, right? Do I have that right? Zozo? I thought it was Mary Had a Little Lamb. I'm trying to find what page number is that poem? I'm trying to find it right now.
You're asking me. I don't know. They're asking me to. Oh, hold on. I can't do 5 things at once. No, it wasn't on the first one.
That's why we need a PowerPoint, Kate.
Lord, give me string. Lord,
Oh wait,
string.
which poem, Julie? Now which one did you want?
Oh, look at all of our new friends. Okay. Do you know the name of?
Oh, okay. I thought it was Mary Had a Little Lamb. Go ahead.
The name of the person that has been added as an interested party on the Forest Fen estate?
Are you gonna tell us?
You better know.
Oh, I know. You said not to say anything, so I have to
No,
play.
I haven't figured it all out yet, so I don't want any possible explanation. It's my name. It's my name misspelled.
And wait a minute. So explain it again.
No, I don't. You know what? I don't even want to talk about it. I check the court database every day to see if there's a new motion to compel, a new this, a new that.
Oh,
and here's an interesting. Actually, somebody told me about it, and then I went to it. My name is an interested party. No, not K-Pro.
But aren't you?
It actually has my real name.
But aren't you an interested party? You are. So
Legally, no. Unless they're. I've actually had some fun thoughts about it. It could be something as simple as something simple, or it could be they want to give me the frog. They want to give me the frog. No, but I don't think that. I think of like not good things, and so then I think of something simple. There's a couple things that can make it very simple explanation, and there's a couple things that are not very fun, and then they're giving me the frog. I don't. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that sucks. I don't know. But Harry's not talking. Okay, anyway, we'll talk about that later.
This is it. One more time. Cross Sims and Kipling, Carr, Allison, Wadsworth, and then Sheridan. Those are all streets. You're traveling west. No, you're traveling east along Denver. Okay. Near Beer and Water, Cars and Bend. Beer and Water, Cars and Bend. A pretty place is where you'll end. The place where this one calls home, but back up and telephone. So you're saying treasure hunt cache that, according to this, some of those things are in the plaque, I'm assuming. Is that what you mean? Like Beer and Water, Cars and Bend? So we have to look up every plaque in Denver, I guess.
No, but just between there, and it sounds like it's at the end of a place, and it makes it really obvious.
Well, we're going to try and figure it out in the next show. So Mike N says, did you receive a letter or a subpoena?
No, that's what they'd have to notify me otherwise. So no, and Harry's not even talking about it up on his form. Let's not derail, but I'm like, there has to be a simple explanation. I put a call into the court. I will, unless there's somebody else with one letter off, but my first name spelled exactly right. It's something weird. I feel weird. I feel like there's a simple explanation. They're actually
an attorney for this matter.
Yeah. No, I'm going to keep going until I don't know what it all means. You know what? I'm along for the ride.
Don't write me a book, kid.
Okay. So that we'll save that for Monday. Forest Fen Treasure Found. This is Beacon Star Thursday. Honey, I don't know if you know that.
I know. And every once in a while you talk about the other, and I just did mine and I'm done now.
All right. Using the Leroy cutout, please show us where the bad woman touched you. That's wrong. 3D bronze. You
too. You with the soundboard and 3D bronze with the inappropriate comments.
Well, I can play an inappropriate sound.
No. That's not. I wasn't encouraging this behavior.
Hey, honey, I understand you're upset.
All right, everybody. I think we're going to wrap it up there. So, yeah, the first step now, The first step is admitting you have a problem if you're addicted to the Beacon Star. The first step is to get all 10 locations. And now Treasure Hunt Cash has reopened the book on the backup and telephone one, saying he knows which one it is. We need to figure out which one it is. Because once we get all the text, then we can actually look at the numbers. It's not going to make sense to try and do it, I don't think, until we have the right source text, right? So this is my no square or triangle. That's funny. All right. So big thank you to
Don't touch my Beacon Star.
yeah, that's right. I already said it, Hillary. You must have missed it. I had the breaking news at the beginning of the show.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Ask all the questions.
Wait.
And if you want to drop in right now, you can, Hillary. I haven't seen this because I still haven't gotten Instagram. And actually, my kids were like, "Yeah, you did," because when we got Instagram, you made us like connect or whatever to yours. And I'm like, so I actually have one. I just don't know where it is. And it's never. But yeah. So there's a mouse with the blue gun.
A blue heart. I don't know if it's a gun or what it was. Yeah, I mentioned it in the beginning, Hillary, for sure.
Yes.
Will Wheaton dropped well, that's just it. It's supposed to be a hint, but I don't see a clue in what he said or a hint. So we're going to have to revisit that as well. Which poem?
I don't feel like anyone is. I mean, okay, so a couple of people have reached out to us and they think they've cracked it and they've showed us some stuff and it kind of looks okay and it kind of doesn't. And it's kind of, and yeah, the blue mouse, the mouse with the blue gun, or no, there's a gun. I don't know.
All right. I'll have to look at it, Treasure Hunt Cash. You got me intrigued. Mary, it's poem 12, I believe. Page 12. Page 12. Let me look real quick.
Yeah, you're in detention, Hillary. You got to come and give us some hints.
Page 12 is the Robert Burns statue, the second step. Will Wheaton finally beamed in. That's right. He's got his own book coming out.
See, I don't know who that is, but I knew Stand By Me, and I can't believe it.
Star Trek.
Like, he makes me feel, yeah. And every single comic book is now organized by at least like general character in the new. I know a lot of you have reached out. Yes, we have some of those. We have #1 Venom. We have, there's tons of them. And now Mike is going to need to merge it with the second one that we got. And then we have to make a spreadsheet, but I'm not going to be doing that because I won't be around for a while. Star Trek Next Generation. So is he in Star Trek or Star Wars, Mike?
Just wrong.
Didn't. I got more hate mail about saying that with Star Trek versus Star Wars. It's a joke, guys. I know there's a difference, and I know what the difference is. One of them has Indiana Jones in it, and one of them has Will Wheaton in it. And so it's funny that you guys got mad at that. Just saying.
So I'm thinking this is it, Sassy and everybody else. Check it out. We did a video called Beacon Star Thursdays, the location. So I'm assuming that's the one he's referring to. There's a link to it. Check it out. If anybody figures out what you think it is, please email me and let me know. It's an hour.
Wait, he's on Big Bang? No, he's not. I watch Big Bang.
No, he's not on Big Bang Theory. He may have been a guest person, but he's not on the show all the
I
time.
think he is.
Bang's
He's not like a
serious street artist. Never heard of Star Trek.
Stars at the track.
Star Trek, honey. August 12, 2021. Oh, I'm in the wrong one then. All right, hang on.
Oh, I just lost him.
I got to find it now. Hang on.
He's not a regular. Okay.
Boop, boop, boop. But Treasure Hunt Cash, I'm assuming you have all the right plaques, but still haven't been able to figure out what to do with the darn.
We need to help you. We need all of your answers, and then we can help you.
Well, that was the purpose of the show. I thought, you know what, this thing's so difficult. Randy is saying 30 years a good treasure hunt should last, and we have figured some things out. And there are things that people have shared.
Oh,
like
stop being so serious.
Thanks
serious
to Craig
body. Will Wheaton is on Big Bang Theory. Occasionally, he's Sheldon's nemesis. Sheldon's. Why have I not seen this one? I have not seen. Well, I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah, I didn't know that, John. Hey, what's up, John?
I like Big Bang. Mike has never seen Big Bang Theory, and he's like, I know which one he is to me. But when we asked before, and he's like, I don't even know what that means. Which one would you say Mike is of any of the characters of Big Bang?
Oh, August 12th. Which one I am?
They're all nerds, though, honey. So don't worry.
Yeah, it's true. All right. So he's saying it's this video. Let's see.
we've lost him for good, people. He doesn't even know he's on live right now. Can I be the arbitrator between you and Ben? I don't like Fence. 3D, I don't know what happened. I watched a video. He was angry. I'm not particularly sure what's happening. So it's not the first time I've had something like this happen where I lost somebody and I didn't even realize. It all plays out on YouTube before I am understanding what's even occurring. So arbitrator would mean one side would need to be familiar with what the heck is going on. So I'm trying to just stay positive. He was already upset. I didn't know it. And I was tagging him and giving him some stuff on DB. And I feel a little silly. I didn't know. Yeah. I don't know what to say, 3D. Maybe we can talk offline. I don't know what to say because I don't know what happened. And I just got some not nice stuff. And then I just get really confused. So, and I think, am I in a different world? Oh, there's your Beacon Star shirt.
Yeah, which I still need. This video, Treasure Hunt Cash, I mean, assuming you mean this one, because we talked about some locations.
What's the minute mark?
Spreadsheet right
yes,
there.
that one. He said, yes, that one.
Spreadsheet. Yeah. All right. Oh, there it is. That thing. Yeah. All right. Then I'll go through it, see if I can figure it out, because that is an important one. I mean, we can't solve it without it, right?
Oh, and you went on for 48 minutes. See why the shows need to be shorter?
Words counter from the beginning. That's the question. What we're still trying to figure out 6 years later. And Randy, but somebody's probably close. That's probably why Randy put out the video on how to count, because somebody has.
No, I think the opposite. I think Randy sees everybody stalemated at least up to a spot. It may help some of us catch up, but it sounds like Treasure Hunt Cash is in the lead, and this might help break something loose.
Well, let me ask you this, guys. Let me ask you this, Treasure Hunt Cash. Anybody else who may watch this, have you figured something out that Randy did not put in his solution video? Has anybody figured out one of the puzzles or something that is not told Randy and he doesn't realize you've solved it? That could kind of be interesting.
Can you translate what Mary's trying to say to those of us that need a crutch?
Fibonacci line, Burns line, 117. So. Yeah, no, I don't know what that means. Total equals 24.
Something about
Fibonacci lines. Number 1 is 17 equals 7.
Outside of plaques, no.
That's okay, gotcha. And that's important. I mean, you got to get the plaques. He said in his hint. Boots on the ground, plaques first. So, I don't know. Line number 1 is supposed to be 16. Line number 1 of the Robert Burns steps. One's supposed to be 16 equals 7. What does 16 equals 7 mean? 7 words? I'd have to go back to it and look. I'm not sure what you mean. But somebody, guys, somebody is going to say something that triggers something in somebody else to figure it out. That's what I think.
And I'm okay on this one. I know if it's Mike, he's going to be, when this one's solved, Mike's going to be disappointed. I am hoping whatever PowerPoint I do, somebody goes, and thank you, K-Pro, for a great PowerPoint, because that made me think of this. Or Mike's show made me think of that.
That's it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because I have a feeling that even when we solve the plaques, even when we get the message, there's still going to be a lot more to do. I don't think
this has been out 126 years. No, how long has this one been out? What, like 10 years, 15 years?
No, 4 or 5. Maybe.
Oh, 2021. Why did I think it's been around since
before?
It's not
2021. That might have been when it was printed. No, it's when you ordered it. That's not what Hillary, no, we usually go live at 6 p.m. an hour ago, but me and K-Pro have somewhere to be. That's another thing we might want to make a show on.
2017.
So
I don't know if we want to make a video on that. But I'd be up for it. If you want to, we will.
Yeah.
God knows the haters will go crazy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Haters, shake it off.
We're going to file our divorce papers everywhere.
Oh.
That's why I'm wearing this shirt. I want to be clear with my message to the judge. This is the shirt that I got.
Per line, not total letters.
He does not.
Total letters per line is what we counted, but you could look it up yourself, Mary, and see. Yeah, total. No, it's not a hot date. Although you, no, not hot. All right. Okay, everybody, that's it. We're gonna wrap it up. So next Thursday,
we got to be somewhere.
We can figure out what that location is. Let's go through all 10 locations and make sure we're in agreement. And even when you get to location, which part of the plaque do you use?
Okay,
right?
Here's your homework. The only way we'll do that is if you go through that video, you find the 3 locations, and it's one of those, and I will make a PowerPoint on that. I will put all 3 of them in, and next week you go over all 9 of them, and then on the 10th one we say which one of these three, because Treasure Hunt Cash says it's one of these three. And he knows for sure, 100%. What do you think? What do you think?
Well, email me Treasure Hunt Cash. That's Cowlazars@gmail.com. And I'll run it by you what I think it is, and maybe you can confirm or deny.
And Treasure Hunt Cash, kpro3@aol.com. If you just want me to mess with Mike all week, it'll be, and I will do a video. I'll say, well, it could be this one. We could have some real fun with this.
Yeah, we could. All right, thumbs up. Vegan Star Thursdays. I'll look for a video from Randy tonight. You know he's going to make one on those 10 locations. Randy, all we want to know is, does anybody correctly identified all 10? I think he said they've all been posted somewhere, but I thought he said one. Everybody's got it wrong. So I think the answer is the last one, the last has not been correctly identified. Publicly, I should say, publicly. But anyway, all right, thanks, everybody. We'll see you Monday.
We'll have a show for you on Monday, I believe. Because, yeah, we're going to have a show on Monday.
We'll see.
Bye. We're over an hour.
Win big. No, it's not that. It's not even that, Julio. It's something brand new we've never done.
Okay, no. Goodbye. Bye, guys.
Thumbs up. Email me.